Do you want to see this thing fly? When I was a young boy, my dad gave me a model airplane for my birthday. It was a Corsair Marine fighter plane. It was blue with the signature gull wing design. It was equipped with a real gas engine adorned with the proud white American star on the wing and fuselage, and with its 2-foot wingspan, I knew it would reach speeds in excess of 400 miles an hour, allowing me to become a World War II ace in the Pacific. This particular aircraft needed a smooth surface for taxi and takeoff and plenty of open space for flight. So I displayed the mighty fighting machine in my bedroom, anticipating the day when Dad's schedule and weather conditions would allow me to pull it from the hangar, salute from the cockpit, taxi down the runway, and ascend towards the heavens to accomplish my historic missions. Finally, when what seemed like an eternity had passed, the day arrived. My training and preparation had steeled my nerves, and I was ready to fly. As a family, we drove to the local softball field. My dad removed the noble aircraft from its packaging. He displayed the ancillary parts in order and spread the directions on the ground. He attached the wheels and the guidance tether. It was not remote controlled. Without the tether, it would fly off without direction. Dad gassed up the engine, meticulously following the directions. I was very excited. I would soon be in the clouds. Dad took us to where we needed to be. He chose the proper environment, the right weather, and the right time. He had read the directions and assembled the parts. It was time to fly. I held the tether. He filled the tank with gas, attached the battery, adjusted the choke, spun the propeller. It's time to fly. Let's go. The propeller made a couple of revolutions. The engine sputtered and went silent. Undaunted, my father repeated the process, attach the battery, adjust the choke, spin the propeller, hold the tether. The engine sputters and goes silent. I'll spare you the anxiety and anticipation of an 8-year-old boy. Suffice it to say, this happened repeatedly for what seemed like hours. But finally, after having his fingers assaulted by the propeller, his patience tested, he spun the propeller and the motor roared like a large, angry bumblebee. Dad removed the battery. The engine still buzzed. Get ready, son. I braced myself. The gull-wing fighter began to taxi. But the wheels encountered a small obstacle and fell off. The propeller dug into the ground and the engine died. My father again repeated the whole process. Attach the battery, adjust the choke, spin the propeller, detach the battery. The plane begins to taxi, and again and again and again, the wheels fall off. As you can imagine, my dad's patience were eventually exhausted. He looked at me with a gleam in his eyes and said, "Son, you want to see this thing fly?" "Yes, Dad." So he grabbed the guidance tether and launched that plane on its maiden and only flight ever. It flew 30 feet, gained an altitude of 5 feet, and hit the ground with a plastic thud. My brothers, I learned some lessons from that day. Most apparently, I learned I would never receive an airplane from my dad ever again. But more importantly, number one, the guidance tether is important only if everything else goes right. Number two, there is always a way to achieve your goals. Sometimes you may need to adjust the definition of success. I wanted to see the plane fly, and Dad made it happen. Number three, sometimes you can do all the right things for all the right reasons in all the right ways and still not achieve the desired results. But giving up is unacceptable. Number four, I did absolutely nothing to ensure success. Therefore, I am not allowed to complain about the outcome, and I should appreciate the efforts of the well-intentioned, even if the results do not align with my expectations. It's very easy to assign sky-high expectations when there is no personal requirement or effort. My brothers, these lessons are applicable in our Masonic journey. Do you want to see this thing fly? Number one, the guidance tether is important to all of us. Whisper good counsel and encouragement, especially to our new brothers. Number two, there is always a means to achieve goals, accept little victories, and define success. Number three, doing the right thing is its own reward. Number four, express your appreciation to those who work to preserve, protect, and lead our brotherhood. My brothers, we back each other up, especially when things don't quite fly right. We appreciate each other's efforts and assistance. My charge to each of us before we depart this evening is to find at least one brother and thank him for his efforts and dedication. Rejoice in our brotherhood. May the great architect of the universe bless our efforts and not necessarily judge our results.